Today is the 24th of February and I am officially getting back into the gym. Now, prior to TDM, my life was pretty much consumed by the fitness industry. From the age of 18, I was a full-time athlete, and from the age of 19, I was full-time in running an online coaching business where my entire life was consumed by this industry. From every detail of training, nutrition, hydration, sleep, performance, all of these things just going on in my head all day, every day, it naturally sucks out the passion. And so when TDM started to pick up in 2021, I naturally just pushed all of this to the side and focused on business. But over the last couple of weeks, I've really been in touch with every detail again, and I feel good for it. I feel like I have revitalized a little bit of energy and passion towards fitness. And with the TDM Gym opening and all of the resources that we have here around us at TDM, it makes sense to give it my all. For the first time in a number of years, I've actually got a training and nutrition plan, which I'm going to, over the next couple of days, walk you through how I balance all of this sort of stuff around my work as a CEO, because we can all agree that managing a work, training, life balance is hard, and I'm gonna tell you how I do it. Now, there's a couple of different ways that you can do this, right? You can track your macros or you can have a meal plan. I like the meal plan because I like to be able to not think about what I'm eating and just eat it. This is way more food than I've consumed over the last number of years, really, but the necessary in order to gain back that fullness, gain back that confidence in the gym. At my peak, I was eating around 8,000 calories a day when I was competing, and to be honest, I have no idea how I even managed to do that, because now 3,000 calories is hella food. People work their whole life to get a car like this. Working with Gunnar Reese. Pre-workout time, without doubt, the worst meal is chicken. I'm not into chicken. It doesn't hit like salmon or steak hit. Like, it's alive for 3 months, eats a little bit of soy, tastes pretty bland. It's not the one, man. Super late at night, not an ideal time to train. Intra-workout's back out for the first time in about 5 years. A little bit of carbs and then some EAAs. So with the blunder of it being 11 PM, 2 meals to go, and training time, which is a very realistic look at what it's like to try and train as an entrepreneur, which I guess is what this video is all about. Okay, Range Rover tonight. Now, you know what? Obviously, it's not ideal going to the gym at this kind of time, but frankly, we don't have much of a choice, because when things get busy, you've got two options. You either accept sacrifice in something, i.e. like the business suffers, your personal life suffers, the gym suffers, or you just make it work. And this is what I don't understand, because you really can make it work. Okay, it's suboptimal for the gym to go at 11:20. Okay, it's suboptimal for me to have 2 meals left to eat after I'm finished. Okay, it's suboptimal for me to sleep between the hours of 3 and 10. But ultimately, what's the alternative? Give up? Not care? So this is where we're at with things, and this is a little bit of advice that I would give to anybody who is in a frame of mind where they feel like they just don't have enough time, they struggle to manage their time. Just figure it out. Starting off with a pullover hammer strength. We have one of these at TDM Gym. The idea here is that I just want to get the lat a little bit warm. Because I tore my lat and injured the other one, I, for one, can't stretch them very well, but two, struggle to get them warm, and then struggle to train without them being warm. So this is nice for me because I can just get it really warm. It's not heavy, you know, I'm doing 225, so it's 50 kilos, but it's just enough to get the blood into the lat and prevent it from being painful for the rest of the session. The problem is getting out of it because I can't really stretch. Hammer strength, iso row. I'm not normally a fan of hammer strength, but actually the pullover that we just used and this iso row are pretty nice. So for back, hammer strength will do. The issue is with this one, you don't really want to sit in it. It's about standing. Again, with me having such fuck lats, I have no chance of loading this heavy, but that's fine. I also have no interest. But despite me being able to actually control this weight really well. 2 plates a side is a lot for my fucked lat, and it's more than enough to really get it full and trained hard. It's that stretch there. So in this stretch position here right now, that's where it's vulnerable. And if I didn't do the pullover or some sort of activation, then this is super painful. And in fact, sometimes I subconsciously will let go of the weight to deal with the pain. Yeah, I'm already filling up with my lats. It's good. For one of the first times in months and months and months, and really years, my back feels okay. I don't want to tempt fate. There's not a whole lot of wood in here I can touch. But yeah, feeling good, actually. So hoping that maybe this is the turn where my back starts to regain a bit of strength and I can start doing some bigger lifts again. And really, pull days need a hip hinge, they need a really heavy row, they need some sort of CNS stimulation, but yeah, just it's not been feasible for me. Bicep time. The interesting thing about Strive is that it's basically just cheaper, better built Prime, but it's half the price and there's no time to wait to buy it. Final exercise, Nautilus Nitro ab crunch. To be honest, just doing this because the machine's here and it's in the arm section. All wrapped up for arms now. Well, biceps, back and biceps done. This has obviously been a short session because it's like 12:30 at night. I've still got 2 meals and a bunch of work to do. And I got training at like 9 in the morning with the guys. So yeah, short back and bis, in and out, efficient, job done. Finish with some crunches. 12:30 we finished up here, which is not too bad. I'm not training till 9 with the guys, or 9:30, so plenty of time to get back. Last 2 meals, 6 hours, because ultimately in these years of your life, that is all you need. I'm the first advocate for sleeping properly, and through all of my previous content where everything was about optimal health and training performance, I always advocated for 9 hours 15 where possible and 7 hours 45 if not. But unfortunately, the life of an entrepreneur, the life of someone who wants to leave their dent in the universe, this just isn't going to happen if you are just sleeping all day. Meal 4 and meal 5, I'm just throwing together. So steak, pasta, tomato, spinach, bit of veg, etc. This is actually a welcome change because I've just been having orzo like every day. But the chefs were here today and cooked up something nice. So we now have some penne. They also cooked some random stuff. So they basically made square bars with even better macros. I mean, Cam eats more square bars than he can even buy. There's like, I mean, this is 4 back. There's like 2 whole cupboards full. Meal 5 is Greek yogurt, of which I tried the new mint way. In here I'll have 20 gram of 85% dark chocolate, I think about 20 carb or 15 carb worth of frozen berries. And then that will be that. It is 10 a.m. We're a little later because we had some work to do this morning which needed to get done. And the guys are always late. But meal 1 was indeed steak and pasta. And then also I had bagel and jam. And so I'm pretty ready to push. Oh, wrist cramp. 1 scoop of MV Pre. We're not making the same mistake, Chad, are we?
Same mistake as well.
Well, last time we trained, we ended up necking this before the drive.
By the time we got to the end of the fucking driveway, we were absolutely pinging.
the office. Some post-workout food. The usual steak and pasta. Really good session this morning, actually. Where I find it's really easy to end up losing a lot of time is in between all of these things. So if it takes you time to get ready, to go to the gym, to get to the gym, to after the gym, get back in the car, like you're sitting on your phone, scrolling, all this sort of stuff, that's where you lose the time. It doesn't take that long to train. The journeys to and from the gym, the journeys to and from all of these things can be productive. You can take a call, you can listen to a podcast, and then you can plan in advance. You can take on an assistant who can assist you to plan in advance. You can get straight back to work. Really, there isn't that much interruption. There isn't that much downtime if you plan ahead. The biggest killer of productivity isn't having too much to do. It's having too much downtime and wasting too much time by not being productive and getting caught up in the dead tasks. Yeah, it's got precisely 0. God!
Oh, kurwa! Kurwa mać! Sorry, DJI.